Hey everyone, it's Monique here, and I want to give you some tips and tricks how to deal with uncomfortable, maybe even painful emotions while on your conscious creation journey. First off, manifesting is happening always. The thing is, are you creating consciously or unconsciously? These both things are manifesting, but consciously is when you focus on something that you want to create and when you have a desire that you're looking to see in your physical experience. And unconsciously is all the rest that you just have. And you're like, how the hell did this happen in my life? That is unconscious. So everything in your life is a manifestation. And you're learning through the teachings of Neville, Bashar, Abraham Hicks. All of these teachers teach how to do it consciously. So when you start on the journey, you learn that your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs create your physical reality. And when you know that, in the beginning, you might get scared and be afraid of your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions when they pop up, because you know that the thing is, emotions are allowed to move through you. It is when you are always reverting back to that crappy emotion that you will create it. So, first, you'll be learning how to flip the emotion as soon as you have the emotion that you do not prefer to experience. Thoughts and emotions also go together. So it's not that a thought and an emotion are two separate things. No, as soon as you have a thought, you have an emotion. These things are tied. That's how it works in our system. So you learn how to flip it. But then there are times that you're not really aware, or all of a sudden you feel overcome by an emotion and you can't seem to flip it. And then you might start to panic because you're like, oh my God, this is exactly the opposite of what I want to create. And then you go into a downward spiral and you feel even worse. Everyone has had it, everyone has been there, and nothing has gone wrong. And this is a way to look at it, which will help you the next time you find yourself in a situation like this. And let me reiterate what I mean with like this. When you spiral down, you find yourself in an emotion that you really do not want to be in, but you can't seem to get yourself out of it. Look at it like so. When you plan to go on a road trip with your car and you put in a destination, so let's say you want to go from Mysore, where I am currently in India, you want to go to New Delhi. When you are on your way from Mysore to Delhi, what might happen is that you get emotional. It doesn't mean that now the whole trip is for nothing because you get emotional. Or you take a break, you park the car somewhere, you get a drink, and you cry over your drink. And after you continue driving, nothing has gone wrong. When you decide that because you get emotional, you have to turn around and abort mission and go back to Mysore, then you cancel the mission. But nothing is wrong if you just cry and drive, or cry and stop and drive after. So look at your conscious creation journey the same. When you get upset, it doesn't mean that your whole manifestation, or your conscious creation, I should say, is now going to shit. No, it will still happen. It is still being created. You're just crying or feeling upset or angry or frustrated on your journey, on your way there. Nothing has gone wrong. The only time that it has gone wrong is when you decide to abort mission and change focus and say, you know what? No, I don't want this anymore. Because that's focusing in the opposite direction. So you can have tantrums, you can get sad, you can get frustrated. All of it is valid, but be mindful. If you have these emotions, to move through them, because you need to allow them, because when you can't flip them anymore, you're too far down the road and you just have to be with them. Don't fight them. Just up and out, up and out, up and out. That's it. Be with it. Don't try to fight it, because it only gets more difficult. But everyone has emotions on their conscious creation journey, no matter what it is that you're creating. One last thing that I want to say around this is emotions, also a feeling in the body. So when you have a thought, you instantly make a chemical, and that chemical is felt in the body, and that's an emotion. Your body gets addicted to repetitive emotions. So at one point, you have a habit, an emotional habit in the body, and that comes from a habitual thought, a belief. A belief is just a thought you kept thinking. So a belief in the mind, in the thoughts, is a belief in the body, in emotions. When you start on a journey to flip your thoughts on purpose, your body is waiting for that emotional cocktail, because it's used to having that familiar rush of emotions. And when it doesn't get it, it's gonna throw a tantrum. Be mindful of the fact that you might have an addiction to a certain emotion. And when you know that that's what's going on, it's easier to catch it and to flip it, or to understand what's going on and to just be with it. Because when you're too far, as I said before, sometimes you can't flip it anymore. And then the only thing that's left is sit with it. Like a child that is really upset. Like children when they hurt themselves or when they are frustrated, the only thing that you can do is just be with them. And it's the only right thing to do. Like, not to invalidate them, not to make them wrong, not to get angry with it. Well, you can do all of these things, but it won't get you anywhere. So the only thing that helps and that soothes the child, and the only thing that helps and soothes you, is allowing yourself to have that tantrum, holding yourself, knowing that you're still on your way from Mysore to Delhi. You're still on that road, but you're just having emotions happen. That's it. I think this is long enough. A fit mind, it creates a beautiful body and an epic life. I trust that this was useful for you. I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Ciao.